Hello everybody, welcome back to ENS Cake Tips and thank you so much for joining me again. Cake coating with fondant is a bit of a challenge, especially at the beginning, because we have to deal first of all with the gravity. So the gravity will pull the fondant down. If you're not quick enough on the side, can create some cracks. So the size of the cake and the height of the cake is very important, and the choice of fondant of course is quite important, and the cake temperature, especially if we try to coat a cold cake just from the fridge, it also resulting humidity, that will be a problem. And of course, not to forget, the amount of experience what we have is the big matter. So medium size, not too high cakes, normally no problem. Coating larger and higher cakes are bigger challenge, as well as individual mini cakes. Not only for coating work, also for quite a lot of time you need to do it everything one by one. So today I would like to show you my very easy and very quick method how to coat individual mini cakes with the consistency. All of them look the same, and we're going to do it very, very quickly. And before we do that, we're going to create our own tool so we can have the help that always the same result we will achieve. What I have on this table here, PVC pipe, starch to roll the fondant, white chocolate to make the piston ready. So I'm going to pour this inside here and make a piston. And then white mud cake offcuts. We don't need to have to kind of specially sort of like sandwich cake, and anything that's sort of like at the side offcuts, we can use it. So white ganache to mix it with that. You can also use dark mud and then white, dark ganache also, of course. My chopping board with knife to chop the cake pieces into little cubes, and then paper I will use also to create that device. Scissor, pizza cutter, and this little wooden stick will help me to create the piston with the white chocolate. So I'm going to put this over here, pour the chocolate inside here. You're going to see it very soon anyway. So let's get started. Before we dealing with the cake, I like to produce our DIY tool. So what I have over here is about 40 millimeter little PVC tube. It's about, let's say, about 8 to sort of 9 centimeters. Doesn't matter how long. It's just about maybe 3 inch, 7.5 centimeter. And then you put this one on a flat platform, which is putting like something like a small piece of paper underneath, so that chocolate doesn't stick on the board, just like this. All right, okay. And then also we have to use another extra piece of paper inside that make the cylinder and piston work together in quite easily. So that will be later on removed. So I would like to get it like a two levels. So I put this inside here first, right, and open up like this, not like this, right, and then remove over here and cut from here like this. So that means I can cut the end bits, then meet exactly the 2 layers. Okay, 1 and 2 here. So that's actually too much. All right, so turning twice. 1, 2. So this is actually exactly the end bit meeting, right? Meeting inside here. So that's the protection that makes sure that the piston will be smaller than the cylinder inside. So I have also my white chocolate already melted. So what I do now, I'm gonna put some white chocolate inside, some, maybe just about maybe 3 centimeter high. Bit more. All right. So this is compound chocolate, not as liquid as the normal cultured chocolate. This will do, no problem. So just move a little bit, make sure that okay, nice and flat. All right. Okay. I have to wait now till this chocolate completely set. So it's already set. So I'm going to put some more chocolate inside. This is around 2.5 centimeters inside there. So I'm going to fill more chocolate inside. That should be enough. Okay. And then get this one in, and then make sure that it's nicely, get all the air bubbles out. Move a little bit left and right, and put it inside because it will sit on the set chocolate, will be very nicely. And then let's wait this one till completely harden. In the meantime, we're going to mix our white mud cake mixture. If I take this white mud cake offcuts and then add some of this ganache inside and mix into the paste, just like we're creating same paste like what we use for the cake pops. And also I use this kind of paste to make some part of the three-dimensional cakes, but I don't want to have this one in a kind of like a pasty condition. I like to have the sponge and then the cream separately, the texture separately, and I can also feel it when I'm eating separately in my mouth. So that's why I like to turn this sponge pieces into little cubes. Very easy. You don't have to really worry about how to do that. Just chop little pieces like this, all right? All right, so done. And then let's see how does it look like. It's a bit too firm at the moment, because when I put this inside there, I want to have the sponges remain the shape. If I put too firm of this cream, it will just mash it up to a paste form. So I like to put a little bit more liquid there, a bit more softer. So just to get a little bit more softer. It's about, I think it's about half amount of ganache to 1 amount of mud cake. So just mix it together without killing the sponge texture, right? I think this is pretty well okay. Maybe just a little bit more, that's all. That's it. I'm happy with this one now. I'm going to leave it like this and then bring my tool from the fridge and let's see how it looks like. So I just pick up this device from the fridge. I left it about 5 minutes in the fridge. It's perfectly alright. There's no air bubbles here. And then the paper will help me to take it out like this. Okay. So if I remove that paper, I will gain some space in between. It will go inside very, very easily. As you see over here, that's a nice, beautiful device. So basically, the idea is I roll the fondant into certain size square pieces, and I'm going to portion that mixture into those square pieces, and then pack them into like irregular shape. It doesn't have to be really nice and neat, and push them inside here as a cylindrical shape, and it will be all nice and beautiful coated cake. So I like to have 8 pieces, and I'm going to do 4 first, so I can know exactly how big is the fondant and how much portion I do the mixture inside, so I can tell you the right information. I'll be back with you on the last 4. So I have done already 4 of my mini individual cakes. The mixture, I portion them exactly 30 grams. And I put them for a while in the fridge. It's a bit more firmer. It's better to have sort of like a non-resistance. Like if you push something in that kind of softness, you may just have the problem of like not so being the shape that what you're looking for. So it's cooler, it's better because it will hold the shape. So I portion them 30 grams and roll them a little bit like this and put them in the fridge. And then now we're going to roll the fondant. It's a good idea to make it not too many at once, but I will still do it 4 altogether. All right. So give a good knead to fondant and roll it around about 2 millimeters. Not too thin, because if it's too thin, you may see some of this like because the sharp edges may push it out, and you can see a bit of color difference. So 2 millimeters is good. After all that, we're going to take all the excess fondant away. We will not have much overlapping or much accumulation around. So I'm using Vision rolled fondant. It's always nice. Starch again, not too much. one more push, and we will be right in the thickness. That's it. All right. Now it is 8.5 centimeter, 85 millimeter by 85 millimeter. So I just crisscross first in the middle. And then here it is. And here it is. And then here. As I said, 4 is a good amount to do. You can also do more if you can be quick, no problem. But with this fondant, it doesn't dry too quickly, so you can do quite a few. So just put 4 of them here. Okay. Now, after you touch the cake, you have to clean your fingers, right? Just a little bit. Now, watch this very carefully. This 8.5 centimeter is just nice to meet this both side, edge to edge, corner to corner. Look at this, right? So if I push this one now, I will have a big sort of join over here. That's why I pushed again this side in like that. I just make the ears smaller, like that. And then I will chop this one just quickly, too much accumulations or overlappings, right? So what I want to have actually everywhere same thickness fondant at the ends, right? So this is pretty much evenly distributed all around. Give a little bit of turn like that, right? So it doesn't matter all those joining because it comes underneath. So this is my cylinder. Make sure it's dry inside. Give a bit of starch inside, bit of starch here, bit of starch there, right? Very quickly. And then squish a little bit like that and drop it in. Make sure it's like nice position. And then push it in firmly, but don't push too much, otherwise this will be too much of like a corner. It's not going to be natural, right? So this much is enough, and then push it out like that. My mini cake is ready. Right, one more time. Every time you do, just touch inside, make sure there's no fondant left, right? Push, 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 and then also pull it up a little bit, slightly pull it up. Okay. Make sure that you squish a little bit, that goes inside very easily, right? Like that. Then even the push down, not too much, and check here, perfect. Right? Mini cake is there. 2 more to go. So I will do it all in front of you. I said 4, I will do 4. So that's it. Once you get used to it, you can make a lot of them. Just make the skin a little bit dry so this can easily slide out. Check always, is it full or not? It is full. And last one. It's quite important that you cut the fondant the exact size so there's not much overlapping, unnecessary, too much fondant anywhere. Right? Cut, cut, That's it. So when you take it in the hand, you can see some of these creases over here. It's not visible much, all right? But you can also avoid that. You're just putting about 1 centimeter ribbon around in the matching of the color of the decorations. So it is the way how to do these mini cakes. So they are all finished. That was my humble, simple mini cake pumping method. How to further decorate it, I will leave it up to you, because as long as you have this clean and simple sort of like equal sort of shape, I'm sure whatever you put on will look good. So if you'd like to see other movie length, more detailed videos, please join me at yenersbey.com. We have 1 day free trial available, so you can have a good look at it and have a good taste of what is all about yenersbey.com. So please join me there. Thank you so much for your time today again, for watching me. And then don't forget, please, to like and share with your friend and subscribe to stay tuned with us. Until next tutorial, bye for now.